get made and sisters ain't remember. And only few of us gon' make it, the rest of us gon' die. And survive in the ghetto's real motherfucking simple. Go wrong with the clicker niggas if you ain't willing to die with them. It's fine to get money and survive, and nigga most killers. It's more fuck niggas in the ghetto than it is real. And take this shit, got a niggas locked up in the system. The niggas from the ghetto, the ones with the biggest lives gon' sit first, used to be about principles. They say run the streets of
go on now, Fly.
and that's the truth.
Alright, get on with your show.
The ghetto taught me not to pick.
Well, I'm filling in for Dr. Black Snake. They call me Dr. Do Wrong, but I'm trying to do right. But these hoes out here got me doing wrong all the motherfucking time. I can't call it. Anyways, a couple of things I want to speak on that I know Dr. Black Snake wouldn't mind me speaking on. If y'all don't mind, can the church say amen? I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing these VA hats out here with that 757 on it. I'm tired of these motherfuckers saying 2 up, 2 down. And I'm tired of them saying, yo, jank, yo, jank. They don't know no other words. Speak your words. I said, speak your words. Can the church say amen? I said, can the church say amen? And they trying to ride these dumps. I said, they trying to ride these dumps. But they look like junk. You ain't heard me. I said, they look like junk. You can't put 26s on a Mercury. You can't put 26s on a Mercury with no seats, no side panels, no lights, the tail light off on the left, the tail light off on the right. Y'all don't hear me. Let the church say amen. Anyways, we got to get to moving. I don't have much time. Sorry. No, y'all don't really know me. My real name is Jerome. Get Down Low from Chicago. Jerome Get Down Low from Chicago. That's my name. Anyway, as usual, we got to pay our respects to our sponsors. And our first sponsor would be Wildvine. This is that motherfucking thug right here. This is thug. Yeah, this is thug wine. You know what I mean? Like Moscato, a lot of black people started to sip on that Moscato. I was back on the Sangria myself, but I moved on up. And this is how you know when you got thug wine. You don't have the cork. Twist off. $3.19 at your nearby liquor stores. First off, a thug, we usually like to pull a little bit out, but since this recession, I'm going to drink it. But I'm going to take it in the shot. Y'all don't mind. That's some good ass shit. That's some good ass shit right there. Once again, Wildvine. Blackberry Mellow for the thug in you. Something I like to bring up. You know, when I'm having a girl over, you know, at my house, I like to set the ambiance. You know, I like to have what I like to call ghetto etiquette. And my ghetto etiquette is, before she even comes over, I put all my clothes and dirty stuff all in one closet. Keep it in one general area where you know you can keep her out of that room. That way she'll never run into all your dirty shit. 2 is, I cut the eyes on my stove on. That way, it gives you that, you know, the flickering. That flickering light like a candle, because I ain't buying no motherfucking candles. Fuck that bullshit. Cut the stove on, cut all the eyes on, cut all the damn lights off. That's what you do. That's your candles. So that sets off the ambiance. And my favorite movie of all time is I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. So that's playing on the tube. And I don't really put on no music because that kind of throws me off. I like to hear the shit that I'm saying, or the bullshit that I'm saying to the hoe, you know what I mean? That way I won't get caught up in any other bullshit that I might have said to another hoe. So I like to keep the music off. I like to keep it quiet. You know, have the TV on but at a low volume. That way, you know, it gives you something to look at, you know, every once in a while she gets boring. And, you know, third, I usually break out the good plastic cups for my women when they come over. And you know you have a good plastic cup when it's a red one. Because no one drinks water, Kool-Aid, or anything out of this motherfucker. This is a straight, in the hood thug cup right here. This is, you know, essential to your wild vine wine, your motherfucking gat that you keep in your lap, you know what I mean? And, you know, just pour your woman a little bit, and this is good china right here. Good china. Well, it's sturdy, you know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about it. If you drop this, it just drops, you know what I mean? You have to fill it back up with wine, but, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it don't break, you know what I mean? So, that's some good ass shit right there. And you know what goes good with red wine? When I have that girl over and I tell you, I'm gonna cook for you. So I give her that red wine and get her all, you know, in that good mood. Then I go and get her some of my best meal I made right here. Top ramen, chicken. Gotta love me. Anyway, Top Ramen, man, it's been my homie. This is like my best friend. Late 90s, you know what I'm saying? Brother didn't have too much going for him. Top Ramen kept me in the game, you know what I mean? You feel me? And this is the fine cuisine right here. Cooks in 3 minutes. It's kind of like fast food, but it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, I'm going to cook for you, but I don't really want to cook for you, so I'm going to make your ass some top noodles. And if you want to be romantic, y'all eat out of the same bowl. Use chopsticks, you know what I'm saying, to let her know that you're an international motherfucking thug. So, you know, you feeding her with the chopsticks. She's sipping out of your fine china. I'm going to get your sucker. It's playing in the background, you know what I mean? Stove's on. Flicker another light. Hey, if you don't get no motherfucking coochie, if you don't get no cooter, oh, man, you fucking up. Cooter? Boy, you don't get no cooter after this. Remember, Top Ramen cooks in 3 minutes. And, you know, for our last sponsor, one of my favorites, it's called the Kama Sutra. Most thugs don't read this because the words in here is pretty big. But I took the liberty of just marking some ones I found that was pretty interesting. And this first one is called the Campbell's Hump. Get you a close-up of that Campbell's Hump right here. That's the position. I'm just going to basically read it to you real quick. The Campbell's Hump. With her feet slightly apart, the woman bends forward and rests her elbows on a low sofa or a bed. Standing behind her, the man rubs the tip of his penis against her exposed labia, pushing it halfway in, then retrieving it and tantalizing and toying with her. With her vagina exposed to him, he may be tempted to start thrusting straight ahead, but circling or churning his penis within her first is a gentle approach before the more vigorous motions that usually accompany this position. As well as a varying rhythm and depth of penetration as much as possible, it is peculiarly pleasurable if he uses shallow thrusts at the entrance to her vagina. Watching himself enter and withdrawing from the woman is an added thrill for him. So remember, the Campbell's Hump. And here's another picture of it. And the last one that I like, of course, is called Riding the Horse. Now, I'm not really a big fan of this, but, you know, I tried anything one time. This is more like a bitch position. I'm more of the dominant. I prefer a submissive woman. But, you know what? I'm willing to try anything. And it's called a riding horse. And there you have it. See that? The riding horse. You look like a bitch in this position. So make sure you don't take pictures or tell the homies that you did this position because I don't know. But anyways, it's just a simple one. The woman sits down, impelling herself on his member. She was not lying down, but keeps seated as if on a horseback. The saddle being represented by the knees and the stomach of the man. In that position, she can play off her knees, work up and down and up. Gotta love it. So remember, Kama Sutra for the thug in you. Last, we got a couple of questions that need to be answered. First question is, what causes premature ejaculation? One theory is, many men admit that fear of pleasing their partner forces a swift exit from the main act of their passion play. Basically what he's saying is, you know, we tell you that we gonna fucking kill that shit, and we try. But sometimes that motherfucking pussy be so fucking good, That happens, you know what I mean? That happens. So, don't be appalled. Just know that you had some good pussy. Second one we heard is, if your partner asks you how many sex partners do you have, would you tell the truth? Hell no. Magic number 4. And if you get a hood rat, 8. If you get a sedity bitch, 2. So remember, never tell your sex partner how many women you slept with, because one, they're going to think you're a whore and not really want you, and not do all the things that you want to do, and they might not be willing to try those first things that you're willing to try. Next question is, if you had an STD in the past, would you tell your partner if she asked? No. Because I tell you what, if a bitch told me that she had an STD, I'm going to be EXIT. Because I don't want a bitch with an STD. Had, present, past, future, I don't give a fuck. I don't want them. Toodles. Last but not least, would you date a cougar? Hell, Vivica Fox dated one. She's actually engaged to one that's 19 years younger than her. Mariah Carey is married to one that's 12 years younger than her. And Dennis Jackson knew boo. He's a Arabian dude, 10 years younger than her. They think women live longer, 7 years longer than men. I don't give a fuck. Pussy is pussy to me. I tell you what, whether it's old, new, young, I don't give a fuck. I take it all. Because you know what? What you need to be worried about is, are you getting it? I would rather be getting it from some old bitch than not getting it. And then if you're not getting it, then you got to choose which one of these bitches is going to be your bitch. So, fuck it. No. I would fuck cougar. I would fuck a newbie. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking them all. You know what I mean? Because everybody needs love.